launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the second-ranked team, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll test the right side here. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the right here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. They'll run it to the left. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
And I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hand off to the single back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it go as he's being hit. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And on the carry, he's heading left. In the clear at the 25. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Ball handed off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards. So 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking to pass. It's Jones. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Man, I can't believe that. They bring the blitz on 3rd down and long, but give them credit. It works out perfectly. They bring the pressure, and it pays off.
That sack will end the drive. Punting unit now on the field. He'll field the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the 1st quarter. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement.
That's the end of the Louisiana.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The Ragin Cajuns are in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Ragin Cajuns will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Now Defense moving receivers around now before the snap. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And here comes the Ragin' Cajuns offense back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Handoff to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. This drive has now reached the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now, defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. NC State comes to the line quickly. They'll hand it off. Looks like NC State will have the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And here's the handoff. A quick shoot. Fighting off the defender. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The gain sets up a 3rd down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flick the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Ragin Cajuns will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Can they catch him? Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how they play this year. Moving to field goal position or take a couple shots at the end zone. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, NC State. It was a foot race and he won it.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first down, still on the move. Tackle made after a big gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the back gets the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisiana.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Now to try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ragin Cajuns will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The NC State offense back out on the field now. Quarterback keeps the football. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. NC State comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the option play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Back to pass. It's Jones. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the catch. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Return runs out of bounds.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Second and long now at the 17. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 30. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Out Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked, breaks into the clear, right down the middle, end zone ahead. Inside the 20. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Jones. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Comes the Ragin Cajuns offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's going to hand this off. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. No chance to catch him. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The shotgun handoff here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Louisiana. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking downfield, it's Jones. Snags a quick throw. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time.
We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's picked for a third time tonight. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense.